So with the queen laying during peak season anywhere between 1,500 and 2,000 eggs a day, have you ever wondered, what do all of those worker bees do? What do they do at each stage of their life? They only live about 40 days, so what do? Do they just go collect nectar, or are there things chores that they do inside of the colony? Stick around, and I'm gonna let you know. Hey, welcome back to Hillbilly, Hippie, Honeybees, West Virginia's premium honey, and this is Clint Baker. And welcome back to all you all that have continually support us and come view us and watch us and comment. We really appreciate that. That gives us a lot of great encouragement. And for those who haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please hit the subscribe button. That really helps us out a lot, all right? But today we're gonna talk about, real quickly, a question that was brought up by one of the kids at one of our workshops we did with one of the kids, and I thought it was a pretty cool question. It's one of those things I think as beekeepers that have been doing this for a while, we kind of take for granted, especially with new beekeepers and non-beekeepers, I should say, that we're trying to get interested in it. So the question was, what does each female worker bee do inside the hive throughout their life? I thought that was a pretty daggone good little question, right? So let's start with the 1 to 2 day old bees. All right, as soon as they're hatched, 1 to 2 days, the very first thing they do is they clean out their bedroom. They turn right back around basically, and they start cleaning out their cell that they had just gotten hatched from, and they get it all tidied up and get it ready for the queen to lay another egg in there. All right, so that's the first thing they do within that 1 to 2 days. They also start helping clean out the rest of the hive cells. They also clean up things, okay? And they also help keep the brood chamber warm. So 1 to 2 day old bees, that is their main focus for 2 days, all right? And so when you hear about, well, a queen bee during peak season, she's laying anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 eggs a day, that makes you understand that that's why, because they've got a short lifespan and they have a lot of work to do, and they will graduate through the workforce or get promoted, however you want to look at it, all right? So that's 1 to 2 days. The 3 to 5 day old worker bee, they start producing royal jelly to feed all the larvae. All right, so they start producing that. They're also producing, of course, to feed the queen, that as well. But that's what 3 to 5 day old worker bees do. They produce royal jelly and they start feeding the young larvae. A little tongue-tied this morning. So the 6 to 11 worker bees, they start feeding the older larvae, all right, and they care for the developing of the new brood. So 6 to 11 days old, they are feeding the older larva and helping develop that new brood that's coming in, okay? So that's day 6 to day 11. All right, so what about those bees from day 12 to day 17 inside the hive? Well, they work too, you know. They start producing wax, and so they're producing wax off of the glands on their bellies, and they are also going to help build honeycomb. So they produce the wax, they start helping build the honeycomb, and then they start helping store the food in that honeycomb. So if they are 12 to 17 days old, that's what they are doing. So now we get into day 18 to 21 days. What's their job? So those are your guard bees. They usually promote down to being guard bees, guarding the hive. They're the ones you see sitting at the entrance, waiting to pounce on you whenever you're around them, right? Or waiting to pounce on some of those creatures like, you know, wasps and bumblebees and stuff like that may try to get into the colony. They're the ones that are a little cranky whenever you're starting to open up the box and get after you a little bit. So those are your 18 to 21 days. Those are your guard bees. Okay, so 22 to 40 days, all right? And this is give or take, right, whenever you get to this level. So those bees, they're the ones that are out collecting the nectar. They're going out, they're finding the nectar sources, they're coming back, they're telling everybody, they're going back out, they're collecting nectar sources, they're coming back, passing it off, and that's just their cycle. All right. Of course, why is it 21 to 40 days during this time? Well, they could get eaten by predators. They could get hit by cars, trains, and automobiles, right? There's all kinds of things can happen during that time. But they're collecting nectar. They're also gathering pollen. They're starting to get all their stores in there built up for them. And the pollen is very crucial because it's protein for them, and it's also protein for the new brood. Okay, and so they're bringing all this back to the hive during that 22 to 40 day time period. So yeah, it's always pretty cool to pay attention to what's going on inside your hive, and you can kind of tell how old they are by the job that they're doing. And so, or at least a time frame there, right? A time window. But there's a hummingbird coming by me, and I just squirreled on you. Apologize. So as you can tell, all different ages, all different work for them to do. And that term busy as a bee, it really does start from birth, right? They are really getting with it from day one. And so they've always got something to do. They're very harmonious inside of the beehive. And that's why it's always good to have a good population inside there, right? So that they can all carry on their jobs and do them well. You know, they don't try to pile multiple jobs upon each other, okay? So hopefully now you understand a little bit of what they do inside the hive and what their jobs and tasks are to do. And so for the young beekeepers or young people out there, understand that just like inside of our home, they also have stuff to do inside of their home as well. So we thank you for stopping by, and again, we'll talk to you on the next round. And again, for more questions like this, we'll try to answer them. Just put them down below. We'll see you next time, and God bless you.